Thank you for joining in this week's webinar. Hello, we just have one user just joined in just now. Hello. We can wait a couple more minutes and then we can get started. Hi. Let's wait 5 minutes and then see if there's other participants joining in this week's webinar, and then we can get started right away. I think it could be the time zone. Some people are probably still sleeping. They can watch the recording versions of the webinars. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think we can wait a minute or so, and then we can get started on the webinar. Okay, I think we can get started now. Okay. Thank you for joining in this week's webinars. I'm Sarah. I'm from Customer Success at Blue. And this week's webinar is going to be focusing on customer services. It's a lot of the work that I do as well for Blue. So you can actually use this webinar and just learn how to use Blue for your own customer services as well. If anyone else join later, they can also rewatch this this webinar on YouTube. It will be recorded, and we're actually at the Blues office today. I actually have my CEO with us here. That's Manny. So if you have any questions during this webinar, please feel free to leave in the chat box. And then I'm very happy to answer any questions you have during the webinars as well. You don't have to wait till the end or the Q&A section. You just leave in the chat and I'll answer it. If there's any features that you would like me to focus on, I'm also happy to share with you as well. Thank you again for joining in this week's webinar, and just a little, also just a quick reminder that this webinar will be recorded. It will be on our YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and then you just type in Blue Teamwork, and then you'll be able to find the YouTube channel and access this webinar just to see, just to go back to the features if you want to rewatch this as well. And again, this week webinar is going to be on customer services, or so you can use Blue for any type of customer services. I'm going to share with you a project that we recently built for this webinar, and just sharing with you the flow and also some automation works and different types of views as well at Blue. So let me just quickly turn off my video so that it doesn't get into the recording. Okay. So a little bit about Blue introduction is that you have different companies on Blue, and each company works almost like I would say your office space. So you have your companies, and then you have your projects inside those company. So as you can see, I have a lot of companies here because I got invited to our customers companies so that I can come in and check to see if there's any bugs or any requests or any features that they stuck on, so I can actually show them how things works as well. So that's why I have a lot of companies on my end, but normally you can just see your own company here. So if you click on your company, you'll be able to access the home page. And inside the homepage, you have your recent activity, recent active people. So this is just a quick glance for what you see when you come into Blue. You can see like your activities, all your team members' activities as well. And then you can see like the people who's currently active. So in case you have a work due or anything that you want to communicate with your team member, you can just quickly come in and then see who's active so that you'll know that person is currently working right now. And then you can quickly chat to them or leave them a comment and mention them or anything so that they can see it right away. And then within each companies, you have your projects. So inside, you can create as many projects as you want on Blue. There's no limit to that. And then also you can create folder to keep those project organized, and each folders is unique for yourself. But this is something we also want to look into as well, where we have a company-wide folder. But currently, folder is unique for you, so you can create folders for yourself and keeping everything organized. And again, inside the homepage with the recent activity, if you click on the view all, it will take you to this page here, which is the all activity page. And inside the all activity page, you can see any activities from these projects. So if there's any new comments, if there are any to-dos created, you can quickly see that from here. And then you can also filter it by date as well. So if you want to go back and see, let's say March 9th, you can quickly go back, or you can do a date range as well in case you missed like a few days at work and then you want to see what your team are doing, and then you can just keep up with everyone else as well. And then from the all activity, you will be able to access your My To Do. And in My To Do is all of the to-dos that have been assigned to you. So from these projects, so as you can see here, I have like Blue Growth, software development as well. So these are all different projects, and I can just quickly come in and see what is due that day, or what's due, what is overdue as well. I can quickly check and see if it's urgent tasks. I can just come in and see from here. And then in My To Do, you also have your My Checklist items, and inside the this is the checklist items from the to do. So this is work almost like a subtask. You can assign and also set a due date on checklist item, which I'll show you once we get into the to do. This is quite handy for works like customer services. You have like your to dos, and then you have like, let's say, a bug report, and then within those bug report things that you need to get done, like let's say asking customers what software are they on, or like which app are they using, or like which browser are they using, just so a few things like that. And you can have like in your checklist item within just one to do instead of creating multiple to dos. With this, you can also sync it to your personal calendar, like Outlook, Apple, and iCalendar as well. Sorry, Outlook, Google, and iCal. So you just copy this, and then you can paste it onto your Google Calendar. So let me just quickly show that as well. So if you go to, so just click Sync Calendar, copy it, and then you go inside your personal calendar, and then from URL, you paste the link, add calendar, and there you go. So from here, as you can see, I have like things that are from to do instantly. So I have like all the to-dos from my to-do will be in my personal calendar. So you can do this with your my to-dos and then also the company's calendar as well, and also the project calendar. So company calendar is a company-wide calendar. This is all of the to-do that has a due date. Within this project, it will show up here. So you can also quickly just see what are the things that the things that are due, or any things that you need to work on that day. For the companies wide, you can quickly see, and this is all from different companies. From different projects as well. And then you can also quickly see everything. You just like remove the weekends or not. You can also filter just to see the project that you want as well. So in case you work on a project that's important that day, and you really want to check that one, you can just quickly filter it out by projects or by assignees, tags as well. So this is just the company calendar. So now let's get into the projects. So this is the project that we've built for this week's webinar. We have feature requests, feedback, reports, customer updates, support calls. So this is from an import export features from the support call that I'm important. So I will show you how to do this as well. So you can import your previous calls just to see like what are the questions, who are the customers that you're dealing with. You can put notes as well within here so that you can keep track of everything of all your work. So to create a project, you can just go into this plus button and click create project. And then you can either use a blank project. This one you'll need to build the list, but normally I would just go into a template. I'll choose a blue template. And then let's use the general project template. So this is how you would use a template, or you create a project. General project. And then you can also actually create your own company's template so that you can reuse it for later as well. But this week webinar, we want to focus on customer support. So that this way you can, if you want, you can also turn this project into a template, and then you can reuse it for next quarter or so, or next year if that's something that your company's work like. So you can just turn this to a template. So just convert it to a template and click convert. So this way that project will now become a template. So let's remove that from template for now. That's just so that's just how you would create a template. So once you create a template, it will go to this sidebar as well. So you can come in and edit however you want. And once you create the next project, it will show the updated version as well. Okay, so let's go back to the project. So inside a project, you have different types of views. So the default view is the Kanban board view. So you have like this flow like so, and then you just drag and drop it to different stages. But within this project, I really want to focus on the database view, but I want to also share with you what the other view look like. So this would be the calendar view. So you can see everything on the date range. So like extend trial for users or any release, what's new updates for customer as well. So this way you can see what needs to be posted, anything that you need to get done. So let's say, for example, this one, extend trial for users. So once the end of this, you'll know that that user is no longer on trial. So you can actually do a follow-up with them and see if they want to continue the service or not. So this way you can see everything in like a monthly or monthly view as well. And then you have your database view, which I'll be focused a lot on this today. And then you have your list view as well. So with list view, you can just come in quickly and just click mark everything complete from here. And then you also have your map view as well. So this is the map view, and it works with custom field, the location custom field. So if you have a location custom field and you want to pin a locations, You can actually see it from the map view as well. So now let's go back to the board. So within the board, you have your list, and then you have your to-do within those lists. So if you go into the to-do now, you have your default title, and then your due dates, your assignees, tags. So these are all of the default fields. And then you also have your custom field, which allows you to actually customize your project based on your workflow as well. So within this project, I do have email custom field, duration custom field. So the duration custom field is for when I'm on a customer call, so I can actually type in the time. So let's say if it's 30 minutes or 40 minutes, I can type the time in and just keeping track of everything. And I also have ticket number for when I receive any tickets from Help Scout, or if you use like Zendesk or other ticket system. So you can actually leave in the ticket number here, so I can quickly go back to that email thread. You can also use the link to copy and paste that as well, and then also questions and answers. So this one is related to the customer calls. So all of the custom field that you added to your project will apply to all of the to-dos within this project only. So if you so to add a custom field, you can just click on add more fields, create custom fields. So there are a few different types of fields that we have at Blue. So you have like single line, URL, files, country, single select. So let's just go with files. So this way you can actually upload the files, or let's say if there's a user who reporting like a bug report or like any feature request, they can actually add the files in like a screenshot or a screen recording. So you can easily access that from here as well. And then you also have your descriptions and then your checklist items, which if it's been assigned to you, then you can see it from the checklist item in the My To Do section from earlier. So let's go back to on how to do that. So let's say unable to preview. So let's add a checklist item to do. So what needs to get done for this one? So let's say ask user which browser they are using. And then you can have like multiple checklists from here. You can also assign team members just so that they can know, and then they'll be able to ask that that customer from there. So if you work with team member, you can assign different team members, and then you can also set a due date as well, and then check with the team. So that's just how checklist items work, and then assign myself. And then if I go to the My To Do section, I can see here right here as well. So if I come in that day, I go in quickly to My To Do, I can see this is what I need to get done for this to do. So in order to fix this bug, I need to do a few things, and then like check with the team, and then also check with the customer as well, just so that we have a clear communications. Okay, so so that's how the to-do work. And then you also have your comment section here. So if you leave a comment here, everyone in the company can see, the members, the view only or the comment only can see the comment section. So it's just help you build a lot of transparencies within the companies as well. So if you see here, I actually have a ad mentioned. So a team member actually mentioned me in this project, and then I received like a notification here. If I click on it, and then I'll be able to get into that to do right away, and then I can get started. I can get started on this to do from here. So this way that everyone is aware of things that they need to get done, and any notifications they will be able to receive via email or through this notification setting, notification bell here. If you want, I can also share this section. So this is how it looks like on email as well. So this is what it looks like for email. So you can receive notifications from email and also in the Blue app as well. And then this is how you would set the notification for that. So this one would say, how do you want to be notified? Your ad mentioned in the comment, email, and mobile. And then you can also customize just how you would like to be notified for. And then also you can choose which project you want to be notified as well. And then you can also turn it off if you're like on a vacation or something. So let's go back to the project now. So within this project, you can also use the filter option. So filter works quite well within here. So if you just click on tag like that, so that's just how filter work. And then you can also filter it by assignees. So you can quickly see what your team is doing. And if there's a lot on their plate, then you don't want to assign them into many other things. So you just quickly see what they're working on. So let me switch to the database view now. So within the database view, this is something that I really like because I can see everything in one place, and also I can edit all the custom field from this section here as well. I can assign team member, I can assign myself, I can set a due date right on the database view without having to switch, without having to open the to-do. I can just quickly do it on here. And then with the database view, it's a little bit messy at the moment, but actually you can also group it by list like this. So everything is a little bit more cleaner right now. As you can see, it's clean. And then you can also sort it by the list. So you can see which one you want on top and then which one you want at the bottom like this. And if you click here, like so, you can see like feature requests only. So you can see like, oh, these are the things that are in the request list from customer. And you can also set a due date from here. And then you can also assign team members as well from this section. Let's just quickly, okay, like that. And then you can also enter email address. So if, let's say this feature is requested by a user, you can just enter their email. So when the feature is ready, you can actually email them from here and then let them know that, oh, this feature is already done, so they can actually check that out from here as well. You can also add a link to that as well. So this is how you would edit the custom field and from the database view. And then you can also pin it to the left like that. So it's a little bit more cleaner as well. So, and you can see different lists from the to-do. Not only that you can organize or group it by list, but you can also group it by tag and also by assignees and due dates. So let's just group it by tag. So now as you can see, this is all the tag that we put for this project. So as you can see, oh, we have like email, things that needs to be email, or the applications as well. Also, I can see like from the bug reports tags, and also grouped it by assignees, of course. So that's just how the database view work. And if you group it by list again, hold on. You grouped it by list, you can actually add the to-dos right from this section here. So if you just go to customer updates, and then let's say that updates. So that's how you would quickly just create a new to-do from the database view by just clicking on the plus button here. And then you can say like applications, and then set a due date for that as well. And then set an assignees, email, anything. Okay, so that is how the database view works. You can also reorder it. If things that are more important to you, you can definitely reorder that as well. And you can also resize it like that, so that you have a clear view on the work that you need to get done. And then now let's go back to the board view. And then this is the to-do that created from the database view as well. So now we're back on the board view. I want to also share with you some automations work. So within this project, one of the few automations that we use is when a new to-do is created, let's say in support calls, then assign it to a member so that they can actually work on that as well, or they can grab a call with the customer. So let's do that. Let's say when a new to-do is created, let's put a name here. And it will automatically assign the team members, and then they'll receive a notifications, and also they can see it in their My To-Do section as well, so that they'll know this is the call that they need to get into for that customer as well. And then we also have forms. So there's a few forms that that we use for customer services. Is that we have bug reports, and then we also have a suggested features form. So this work hands in hand with software development. So last week we did a software development webinars, and with that we actually have these forms as well in there. And then to build a form, you can actually just click on create forms. And then you can add your titles, you can drag and drop the to-do field and any custom field that is related to that form. So let's go back to the bug reports. Let's go to the bug reports. So this is what it looks like. So this is just a quicker way. So let's like, what's the bug? Tell us more, and then how can we contact you? And this is what it looks like once you share the forms with them. And then they can just fill in the form. So let's say quickly test bug reports, and then give them an email. And then you can just click submit. And then now, as you can see, this is automatically assigned to a team member as well, because within the form, you can actually click to assign a team member, and then also to a list that you want as well. And then you can also change the color from there. And then as you can see, this is the bug report form submissions, automatically assigned and also filled in the email, and then the to-do title that they submitted, and also the descriptions as well. So that is how forms submission work. And you can also actually embed this to your website as well. But this is currently on our beta version. So if you go to beta.app.blue.io, and then you'll be able to access this. But we're actually going to push this to production soon. So you'll be able to access this form as well. So just click on share form, and then there will be a copy embedded HTML section here, and then you can paste this to your Webflow WordPress for your website, so you can receive any requests from your customer, like bug reports or the features that they want as well. I also recently just built a form for this project where I have the help request. So let's say, what do you need help with? Like that. But within your project, you can also just add any questions you want, and then also you can add the descriptions as well, so that they are aware of what they need to fill into this form. And then also, let's say descriptions, can you tell us more, like that. And then you can also have it required or not, and an email, just so that you can quickly go back and contact them for later. If this is already fixed, or if this is already solved, then you can easily just copy their email address from the to-do. So if you just go back to the form submissions just now, and then you'll be able to copy the content here, and then you can go to your email sections, and then you can just quickly email them and say, hey, this bug is already reported. And once that is done, you can just actually quickly mark it as done. So there's actually an automation that we want to set for this as well, that I want to share with you. Is when a to-do is marked complete, then move it to the done list. I actually turned this off, but let's turn it back on. And this is what it will look like once you set that automations. Yep, so that is how our forms work, and how you can use automations as well within those forms. So I also want to share with you how you can actually use the import export feature to import like support calls system. So this is one of the lists that I imported from our support call. So we do have a free support, and then I just recently transfer everything to Blue, like the different questions or anything like that, just so that I can keep track of everything from here as well, and I can see the durations from there. So I just export the CSV file from the registrations and the call that I had, and then I just click on import CSV. And then I do Blue support call like that. So this is the CSV file, sorry. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay. So as you can see, this is the support calls that I've had, and then I just export everything to CSV so that I can keep everything right on Blue and just save all of my files in here. So to import files to Blue, you'll need to use the CSV files, and then you map out your to-dos. So you have your list, and then you have your email. So as you can see here, I already have the email custom field, but what you can do from here is actually create the custom field if you don't have it yet. So create the custom field like I've shown earlier, or you can create during the import sections and just create custom field like that. And then you're able to map it out like so. This is the number custom field for the durations. And then also the title, I want this as the title, and then status, let's do a list for this, a tag, sorry. And then I also have the questions and answer custom field. And then let me just quickly import it. So once I map everything out, this is what it will look like. So as you can see, the tag is already applied. It looks the same because I did the same import export section. And then as you can see, I have the customer email, the durations, the questions that you have about Blue. So this way I can keep everything on Blue and just keep track of everything, because Blue actually have a unlimited features and unlimited file storage as well. Yeah. Okay, so that is how you would use our import and export features. And then also with customer services, there's a lot of things that goes into this as well. So keeping track of the ticket numbers, and just see, try our best to come in and see if there's any customer who's stuck on anything, like any bug reports. Keeping everything right on Blue really helps us, just keeping everything more organized. Like feature requests, I can see these requests, and then I can actually copy this. So one, I paste everything from our customer. So so this is our community. So within our community, there's a lot of bug reports or feature ideas. Sometimes we use this, sometimes we get reports from our email. So normally we use Help Scout as our ticketing system. So to quickly message us and let us know, like, oh, what's this issue that I'm facing. So you just quickly click on here, and then you can also just chat with us or email us the issue. And then from there, we'll copy and paste everything right on Blue, just so that I can transfer this to our team members and they can look into it as well. And just quickly let our fix the bugs, and also let our customer know that the bug is fixed. And this way we're just keeping our product continuing working. So, and then just help maintaining our product as well. So let's say this one is that emoji is not working in custom field. I can just quickly copy that and then put it in the report section like that. And then in the description, so this is normally how I would just do it. I just copy the section here and then add the description. So this is from the customer, so that my team can just quickly come in and see, oh, what is this bug? And then add a file section here. So I just screenshot or like save all the files that they have. I can just quickly drag and drop everything and paste it on here, and then our team can quickly come in and view what's not working and the report from our customer as well. And from here, actually, you can also copy this to our Blue AQ project so that our developers can come in and see what's going on as well from here. So I can just quickly go in there and just click on copy, to-do list, and then bug. And I just click confirm. And from there, they will be able to see this bug report from the customer service project. So let's go to the bug reports. And then like so we just copy and paste everything back and forth so that we have a better and clear communications within the team, and just helping our customers use the product and also solve any problem that they are facing, any issues that they're facing right now. And then also we have discussions on Blue, and with discussions is something that we use quite a lot and quite often at Blue, is just to share any different topics that we are curious about, or any bug reports or any features that we want to discuss with our team members. Just quickly come in and then say like Gantt chart, something like that. So this is a feature that our user requests a lot, and then any ideas, something like that. And then this way my team can actually come in and then share their ideas, and from there we can work brainstorming different things, and then just pushing different feature for our customer as well. And then we also have updates. So updates, what we use at Blue is just letting everyone knows what we're working on that day. So this is what we use quite a lot. So let's say today I'm doing a webinar for our customer, and then we also resolve some bug reports like that, and then we just quickly post it. So this way our team is aware of what's going on as well. And then we also have our files. Soon we have file folders coming in, so that way you can actually organize your file based on, like, let's say bug folders, or like we have like a feature request folder, so you can have like your inspiration feature right on this file section here. And then again, we also have our forms. And then we have our people. So this is where our team members are at. So you can actually invite the team members in to Blue as well. And then also the project, you have your activity. So earlier we went through the all activity, but within the project, you also have your activity sections as well. So that's just how the activities and how our board work as well from Blue. And then there's also like different types of automation that works, and you can also filter everything out by custom field. So earlier, as you can see, we went through a lot of the custom field. So let's say this one. Let's do this one, and then let's do I would do email. So let's say this is the email from a customer that reported this. I'm just going to use the same email. And then you want to quickly go in and then let the user know that the bug is already fixed, but you're not sure what the email was, but you slightly kind of remember the name. Just say maybe, and then you say Maria. And then this way you can quickly see the bug reports that been reported by that user, or any requests that been requested by that user as well. And then you just quickly come in and see. Sorry. Quickly come in and see this is the email, and this is the user that reported the bug as well. So that way, this is how the filter section will work. Another thing is that this is something that we're actually been working on, and I'm just going to share with you just a little bit preview on this webinar. So if you're in this webinar today, you'll be able to see a quick glance of this, but we're going to do a full webinar video on this next week. So that would be Public Connect. So if you're familiar with integrations work like Zapier or Publi, so now we actually have a Blue integration with them. So let's say with customer services, like the support system that we're using right now is Help Scout. So this is where we received all of the requests and the tickets. And from here, I can quickly see like, oh, this is what we're working on, and I want to receive this email thread onto Blue. So you can actually do that now with Public Connect. So we just click help like that. So you can just quickly go in here and see what you can actually do with Help Scout. But this works with a lot of other things like Google Calendar. So if you have like an event on Google or anything, you can actually add that to Blue as well through integrations. And once you have that set up, you can have everything automate for you. So that is one thing that I want to share with you quickly today. This is what it will look like, but it's not finalized yet. We're still working on this, but this is something that we're very, very excited to announce on this week's webinar. And we are really excited to share with you as well on how this would work from our end. So that is how, this is how it would look like. And then these are other things that you can do. So you can actually send any actions to Blue, like any new response, form submissions from like your Webflow or anything like that. It will go right onto your Blue account as well. And then I also want to share with you, so let's say this project is, you're completing this project already, and then you want to just archive it. You can also quickly go in here and archive the project like so. So now the project is in archive. You cannot edit anything, but you can also just come in and see if there's any work that you need to get done. So let's say this is the end of the quarter and you need to start a new project. You can quickly archive it from here. You can quickly come in and see, oh, what is this bug that we have accomplished that month, or what is this feature that we integrated this month or this quarter as well. You can do that with archive project, and then you can also unarchive it. You can also use the copy features if you want to copy this entire project into a new project instead of using it a template. You can so that all your checklist items and all your custom field will be turning to a new template as well. So if you just click on copy project like this, customer support, but you want to keep the list and everything intact, and then you choose. So you want the to-do list, maybe not the to-do. So everything that's not on the to-do, like activity, assignee, checklist, and comment, will not be copied across. Status updates, discussion, maybe keep it in. You want your automations, custom field, tags, file, and also the same people as well. So you just click on copy project like that. Oh, okay, so it's the same name. It doesn't new. I need to do that. Okay, so you actually can't have the same name on Blue. So you just rename it or anything like that. And this is the copy project. So as you can see, none of the to-do is copy across because we unselected that earlier as well. So this way, you can just have a brand new project with the same list, or if you want, actually, you can also just copy with a to-do. And let me just share with you quickly, new to like that, how that would look like. Just copy, and this is how it would look like. So everything is copy across, including the checklist items, the custom fields. So you don't have to go back in and just recreate everything from scratch. This way, you can also remove the comment actually, so that you have a fresh new comments from the to-do. If you work on a different types of project, this worked quite well, and it's really helpful for when you don't want to create a new project from scratch. And then from this sidebar, continue on the sidebar, you have your link. So this way you can actually, this is only the project admin that able to edit this. So you can put your company website or the forms or anything, so that you can quickly come in here and just go to that form section. And you can just copy and paste it to share it with your customer as well. So that way it's just much quicker, instead of going to the project and go to the forms and then click on the forms. And then also, let's go back here. If you don't have the link section here, you'll need to go back to the forms. You have to go to the bug reports and then click on share forms like this, and then the copy link. But instead of that, you can also have it quickly here if you do a lot of customer services and customer support. This way it actually helps you better by just quickly share this with your customer as well. And then you also have your resources. This is where you see all the video tutorials or any desktop app as well from Blue. So this is all for this week's webinar. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave in the chat box. Thank you again for joining in this week's webinar. This might be a different setting or a different time, but hopefully next week we have a lot more participants for this week for the webinar as well. So I'm just gonna stay here for the next minutes or so, and then we can answer any questions you might